Welcome back everyone. Today I'm going to show you some stretches to give you some pain relief from sciatica. Sciatica occurs when there is an impingement on the spinal cord or anywhere along the way where the sciatic nerve runs from the lower back down the hips into the legs. So these stretches are going to loosen up any of the muscles that could be impinging on the sciatic nerve or loosen up the joints and the joint spaces where there could be some impingement on the sciatic nerve. They could be radiating pain from the back down the legs. If you're experiencing from a lot of pain at the moment from sciatica, I highly recommend you start off on the easier stretches at the start of the video and progressively move on to more difficult stretches towards the end of the video. That way you don't hurt yourself by starting at the difficult stretches at the end of the video. That is very counterproductive. I hope these stretches helped you as much as they helped me and my patients.
Lower back decompressions. This is a technique that has been in a lot of my previous videos, and it has helped a lot of people with lower back pain, spinal stenosis, which causes sciatica. To do this exercise, place a pillow on the floor and lay your stomach over it. The pillow will press against your pelvis to your stomach. Relax your whole body and take deep and long breaths for 1 to 3 minutes, and do this 3 to 4 times. This will stretch the lower back muscles, decompress the lower back, and open and close the spaces between the vertebrae, which is the intervertebral discs. If you don't feel the stretch is working, you can use an extra pillow. Here I am using a Dutchman's roll, also known as a bolster in some countries. I'll leave a link in the description box below on where to get one. This will increase the angle of flexion between the hips and the lower back, and will make them pull apart from each other with each breath, reducing the pressure of the lower back. Knee to chest stretch. Lay on the ground and bring your knees towards your chest in a relaxed and controlled manner. Try not to pull the knees in so much that you're affecting your breathing. Just pull them to the point where you can still breathe comfortably. Hold this position for 8 to 10 deep long breaths and repeat it 3 to 4 times. Whilst you're holding this position, I want you to focus to flatten your back against the ground and press it against the ground, as if you're trying to squash an imaginary tomato or balloon underneath your back. If your hip joint is not allowing you to pull your knees in towards yourself, or your belly is too big, or if you're pregnant, you can open your legs out slightly and then pull your knees towards your chest. This will create space for your stomach to be in, and even allow you to take deeper and longer breaths. This exercise will decompress your lower spine and stretch your lower back and posterior thigh muscles, such as your hamstrings and your glutes. Sciatic nerve flossing. Sit on a sturdy chair with your knees extended and your leg is straight. Whilst you're raising your leg up, extend your neck back at the same time. Every time you lift your leg up, point your toes towards your face to create dorsiflexion in the ankle, as dorsiflexion will pull the sciatic nerve down towards your toe. The spinal cord runs all the way from the top of your neck and then branches off into a sciatic nerve into your big toe. This exercise will create a flossing effect on the nerves in the spine down to the sciatic nerve, threading the nerve up and down through the spaces that the nerves travel through. This will encourage movement through the impingement areas and mobilize the structures here. That's why it's called nerve flossing. Do about 10 to 15 repetitions on each leg and alternate each leg 3 to 4 times. You don't need to have your leg fully extended and your knee locked out, as this may cause too much tension if you have sciatica, which causes a lot of pain. Do your best to keep your leg straight, but if it causes too much pain, just keep it slightly bent and that's okay. A slightly bent leg that is causing a little bit of discomfort is safe and is enough to progressively get you better. The Journal of Physical Therapy Science released a paper on the effects of self-mobilization techniques for sciatic nerves on physical functions and health of lower back pain patients with lower limb radiating pain. The research was done on 2 groups. Group 1 was to do stabilizing exercises and nerve mobilization techniques, and Group 2 was to do only stabilization exercises. Group 1 appeared to have much larger improvement with physical function and general health compared to Group 2. Hence why I highly recommend doing stretches and exercises to help you have pain relief and improve your health. So please try out the back exercises on this channel as well. Seated piriformis stretch. Sit in a chair with your feet on the floor and your knees bent at a 90-degree angle. Then raise the leg that you want to stretch up and cross the ankle over to the opposite knee. Grab the knee that you would like to stretch with your opposite hand and draw it towards your shoulder. Now allow your body to bend forward in a controlled and relaxed manner and take 10 deep long breaths or hold this position for 30 seconds. Repeat this 3 to 4 times on each side. Body weighted piriformis stretch. Turn your body to the side so that your leg on the side you are trying to stretch lays flat onto the chair or the bench you're sitting on. Then lean your body over the leg whilst having your shoulders parallel to the shin of the leg that you're trying to stretch, and your foot is pointed away from you. Try to bring your opposite shoulder towards your knee as you're trying to do this stretch. Your body weight will allow you to sink in the stretch further without having to use too much strength to pull the opposite knee towards yourself. Hold this position for 10 deep long breaths, or hold this position for 30 seconds and do this on both legs 3 to 4 times. This is a great way to stretch your piriformis muscles and your lower back muscles, especially if you find it hard to get on the floor and do the exercises and stretches. Knee to shoulder stretch. Sit on the floor with both legs in front of you and cross the leg that you want to stretch over the other leg, placing the foot flat on the floor against the other knee. Now pull the knee from the side you're trying to stretch towards your opposite shoulder. This will stretch the piriformis muscle and some of the lower back muscle. Try not to use excessive amounts of strength to create the stretch, as this will cause you to tense up and have poor breathing. Hold this position for about 10 deep long breaths, or hold the position for about 30 seconds and repeat this on both sides. The piriformis muscle is located in the back of the hip and is the external rotator of the hip joint. The sciatic nerve runs along here and can be irritated by the piriformis muscle, especially when the muscle is aggravated or spasming, which may mimic sciatic symptoms. Supine piriformis stretch. Start by laying on your back and place your ankle you would like to stretch on your other knee. Bring the knee on the side that you're trying to stretch towards your opposite shoulder. You should feel a slight stretch in the bum or behind the thigh on the leg that you're trying to stretch. The assisting knee will help you hold the position with greater ease. I like to have one hand pulling the knee towards the shoulder and the other hand to guide the ankle to be in the right position. Try not to overexert yourself, as you may tense up and cause more harm than good. Hold this position in a relaxed manner for 30 seconds or 10 deep long breaths, and repeat this on both sides 4 to 5 times. Pigeon pose. Start by sitting on the floor with the stretching leg in front of you and both legs in a bent position. Turn your body towards your bent knee and bring your leg outwards so that your shoulders are parallel to your shin. Now allow your rear leg to point back as straight as possible. Then lean your body over the bent leg. This will create a stretch behind your glutes and your lower back, and a little bit in front of the hip of the rear leg. Try to draw the stretching knee towards your opposite shoulder. You can do this by grabbing your knee and allowing your body to lean over to that shoulder. Hold this position for 10 deep long breaths or 30 seconds. And repeat on both sides 3 to 4 times. If you would like to minimize this stretch, or if you find the stretch too painful, just draw the foot close to your body and lean over it. This will reduce the pre-stretch position of the bent leg. And of course, when you're ready and you want to increase the stretch, just bring your foot out so that the shin is almost parallel to your shoulders. If you still don't feel the stretch in this position, you can place both hands on either side of the knee and the foot of the stretching leg and push yourself up, locking your arms straight out as possible. Try to keep your chest up nice and straight and pull your shoulders back to practice good posture. By being in this position, you are allowing the weight of your body to sit on the front leg and the rear leg. This will stretch the front hip flexors of the rear leg and the piriformis muscle in the front leg. Remember to keep the rear leg as straight as possible. Sphinx and Cobra pose. Have your forearms flat against the ground and slowly and in a controlled manner push your upper body in an upright position with your chest up nice and straight, whilst allowing your hips to sink towards the floor. This will stimulate the back muscles to activate and promote lumbar lordosis, a natural curve you have in your lower back to support the body. Hold this position for 30 seconds to a minute, or take 10 deep long breaths. Do this 3 to 4 times with 1 minute rest between your sets. If the Sphinx pose is too easy for you, you can do the Cobra pose. This is also known as Mackenzie's technique. Just bring your hands close to your body and push all the way up with your elbows locked out. This will create a large arch in your lower back and stretching your abdominals in the front. Remember to breathe in a comfortable and controlled manner each time you take a deep long breath. Hamstring stretch. The hamstrings are not simply a muscle that attaches from A to B, so we will start by stretching on the outer portion of this muscle. Stand up and place your heel on a chair or a bench. And slump your body on the outside of your straight leg, with both arms on the outside of your leg. This will create a stretch on the outer portion of your hamstring. Your hamstrings tend to be shortened when you're in a sitting position for long periods of time, since bending your knee is one of the main actions of your hamstrings. To stretch the middle portion of your hamstrings, just slump your body over your straight leg whilst facing your foot, and with each arm on either side of the straight leg. If you can't keep your legs straight and your knees locked out, don't stress, because as long as you feel a slight stretch, that's enough to create some change. I'd rather you do this in a slow and controlled manner and feel a slight stretch than excessively forcing yourself to feel a stretch and possibly injuring yourself. To stretch the inner portion of your hamstrings, just place both of your arms on the inside of your thighs and slump your body over. Hold all these positions for 30 seconds or 10 deep long breaths and repeat it on both sides 4 to 5 times. If you can do all these stretches with your knees locked out and your legs nice and straight, and you still don't feel a stretch, you can intensify the stretch by creating a pre-tension stretch in your hamstrings by pointing your foot towards your face and creating dorsiflexion. This also replicates an orthopedic test to aggravate the sciatic nerve. So if you do feel pain and tingling running down from your lower back to your leg, there could be a chance that you do have spinal stenosis or sciatica. So definitely go see a professional.
Once again, thanks for watching. If you found that this video is helpful, I highly recommend you check out my best sciatica exercise video. That video will definitely help you out for any sciatic symptoms. If you do have sciatica, there's a chance that you have tight lower back muscles as well, so definitely check out my best lower back stretch video. That video will definitely help loosen up the lower back and relieve you from any lower back pain that could replicate sciatic symptoms. I want you to join my VIP Facebook group. I want to build a community there where you can ask questions and I'll answer them at the best of my ability. If you want to support me more, definitely join my Patreon. I'm going to be uploading more exclusive content up there. Remember, support my channel, hit subscribe, hit like, comment below if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next one.